Got enough engines? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. VTEC, bro. VTEC. Well, it's way too early in the morning. It's 5 a.m. I shouldn't even be awake until noon, but it's all worth it because I'm working on this right here. Alright, so as you can see, I'm driving in my car, talking to a camera, and I'm doing this because I need to fix my throwout bearing in the car today. I've been letting this go for much longer than I should have. Certainly a lot longer than I should have. Moral of the story, the throwout bearing has been making a terrible noise. And when I got underneath the car to inspect it, I actually discovered that it had separated into multiple pieces. Not only do you see in the video here where it separates into like 2 pieces, but actually after filming that, what ended up happening was I saw several ball bearings fall out of it. So, and I was thinking, those could have been like the first 2 ball bearings to fall out of it, or they might have been the last 2 to fall out of it. Which either way, it's not good. So here's my plan. What I'm doing today is I'm taking the car to the Air Force Academy. Obviously, I live in Colorado. I'm right next to the Air Force Academy. My uncle's a veteran, and because of that, we have use of the Air Force Academy hobby shop. You just truly rent it out for like 40 bucks a day, and you get a lift stall with everything you could possibly need to do any kind of car work in general. I did the clutch on my Jeep there actually back in January, and it's really the best thing you can do, especially considering it's a whole lift that you put your car on. You know, you think, I don't have to do this in my driveway on stands. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing today. That's my plan.
Whole thing's, it's gone.
Yeah, that's not supposed to do that. So, of course, this would be the part of the video where I show you me putting it back together with brand new parts and having everything work at the end. Well, unfortunately, this isn't, because I actually ran into some complications. And I'm sharing this with you because I'm sharing what it's actually like to live the car life. That's kind of the point of this video. And that also means fixing stuff that you might have broken. But, you know, sometimes you can't always fix everything right away. Let me show you here. So, of course, I show this to you at the risk of sounding too technical and boring, but I'm going to make it simple and quick. So this is the bell housing, it's on the front of the transmission, and this is with the new parts in here right now. This is the new throwout bearing and the clutch fork and the pivot stud. When you push the clutch pedal, this whole thing pushes forward and pivots like so. And then this throwout bearing pushes into your clutch to engage or disengage your clutch. Now that's all fine and dandy, but I can't install it yet. See, now if I were to install those parts as they are now, my brand new parts in maybe less than a year's time would end up like these clapped out old parts, especially like this throwout bearing, which is in more pieces than it should be, and has chewed up the sides of itself and the clutch fork right here. It's not meant to do that. So reason this is happening is because where the pivot stud threads into the bell housing, the threads in the actual bell housing are completely ruined. They're just completely munched. They're done for. So what this means though, as you can see, it may be difficult to actually show on camera, but trust me when I say the threads inside there, they're done for. So what I have to do essentially is TIG weld the inside of this hole, fill it with fresh aluminum, and then drill that out and re-thread it. See, because these threads are completely done for, you can't actually thread the stud in all the way, which means it wobbles like this, which it shouldn't do that. That's why this stuff happens. That's what would happen to this brand new throwout bearing in less than a year, because this throwout bearing is less than a year old. This one, believe it or not, this is less than a year old. It's done for. Now, of course, I'm trying to do this on a holiday weekend. It's 4th of July weekend, so there's not a single machine shop in town that is open. There is nobody in this whole town at the moment who can fill that hole for me and re-thread it. So there you have it. That's called living the car life. I just had to kind of shamefully pull my car off the lift, more like push it off the lift, and park it at the shop until next weekend when I can get someone to actually machine that correctly. There you have it, the car life. Well, I hope you've enjoyed coming along with me on this little journey, just a little snippet of living the car life, because that's what this is about. It's about taking you with me, showing you just how I'm living the car life, and of course that includes fixing stuff, but don't worry, that's also going to include some incredibly fun stuff, probably involving burnouts and lots of speed, so don't worry, this is going to be back together soon. Either way, I'm Matt West, you'll be seeing me in the next video. Bam!